In the heart of every culture lies a whisper of the unknown, tales of spirits, demons, and unearthly beings that shape the way we view the supernatural. Across Asia, myths breathe life into stories of beings that both protect and terrorize us. These legends embody the fears and hopes of countless generations. Today, join us for a journey through Asia's most mysterious and captivating myths, where whispers of history and the echoes of the unknown intertwine. Let's start. Yuki-onna. In the frost-bitten landscape of Japan exists a legend as captivating as it is chilling, the myth of Yuki-onna, the snow woman. Covered in a flowing white kimono and appearing amidst swirling snowstorms, Yuki-onna is a spectral figure whose beauty is as transient as the winter snow. She glides silently over the icy expanses, leaving no trace. The myth tells that Yuki-onna is either a vengeful spirit, born of a life claimed by the merciless winter, or a supernatural entity. She possesses the power to both guide and doom travelers. In some tales, her cold breath turns wanderers into frozen statues, while in others, she guides wandering souls to unexplored territories. Early narratives portrayed her as a consistently evil force, one whose icy indifference and exceptional beauty aroused fear. But throughout the ages, her character has changed into something more complex. Yuki-onna is a sad woman torn between kindness and brutality, life and death. This duality is at the heart of her enduring appeal. She is both the keeper of winter's serene mystique and the embodiment of its deadly indifference. Nian. Now, journeying to the heart of Chinese folklore, one cannot overlook the captivating and fearsome myth of Nian. As the lunar year draws to a close, an insidious creature awakens from its winter slumber, a beast that emerges to wreak havoc across quiet villages. Nian has been described as both a flat-faced lion with a canine body or as a massive creature with 2 long horns and many sharp teeth. It embodies the eternal terror of the unknown. Once a year, it devours livestock and people, even children, serving as a dark counterpoint to the festive Chinese New Year celebrations that would soon follow. Yet this grim presence was met with clever ingenuity by the ancient people who dared face it. Discovering that Nian was scared of loud noises, bright lights, and the color red, ancient villagers began employing these very elements as their shield against the beast. The resounding thump of drums, the explosion of fireworks, and the red decorations that covered homes or adorned villages all became ritualistic defenses against the creature's cruelty. In this way, the myth of Nian is not simply an account of terror, it is a narrative of human resilience and resourcefulness. Rakshasa. Now, delving deeper into the mysterious realms of Indian folklore, we encounter the Rakshasa, an assemblage of demons whose cunning and shape-shifting abilities continue to haunt the pages of ancient myths. With their towering frames, grinning teeth, and claw-like nails that rip through the night's veil. These powerful creatures are the antithesis of cosmic order. Their myths are filled with episodes of deceit and horrifying destruction. Tales recount how these creatures would enter human society, wearing various disguises to trick or even seduce unsuspecting mortals into their wicked plots. Their magical abilities, which stem from a powerful combination of strength and illusion, make them unexpected opponents for any hero on a moral mission. Moreover, in the grand narratives of the Ramayana and other ancient texts, Rakshasas are not mere antagonists. They are reflections of humanity's internal demons, warning of dangers that lurk when pride and moral decay go unchecked. They are shown as mean, growling beasts, unstoppable man-eaters that could smell the scent of human flesh. A few of the more aggressive ones are shown with fiery red eyes and hair, consuming blood from human skulls or with cupped hands, much like vampires in later Eastern European folklore. Tengri. Far above the conflict of demons and divine warriors lie the serene vastness of the sky, a domain personified in the ancient myth of Tengri. For the nomadic people of Mongolia and the ancient Turks, Tengri is not merely a deity among many. He is the sky, timeless and infinite in his reach. His existence is fused with the forces of nature, a gentle rain nurturing dry fields one moment, a ferocious storm unleashing its fury the next. Not much is known about Tengri's appearance. It is said that he had at least 2 sons, despite the fact that he was never depicted as a human. Human-like, sure, but he is definitely a deity. What makes Tengri's myth particularly compelling is its inherent abstraction. Unlike most human-like deities, Tengri defies any attempt at a single, fixed image. Don't believe all the fan art out there. Tengri is as fluid and expansive as the sky above. Additionally, Tengri's myth captures the ancient people's admiration for the natural world. He is credited with making plants grow, with summoning the blitz of lightning, and even with determining the fate of entire nations. Ancient Turks and Mongols believed that Tengri governed all existence on earth, revered as a supreme god. In a world where survival is hard, Tengri's dual aspect as both enabler of life and agent of punishment reinforces a truth. The natural world is as forgiving as it is chaotic. This understanding, forged in the hearts of ancient tribes, has left an indelible mark on the cultures of Central Asia, where the sky is regarded with religious awe and served as a constant reminder of human vulnerability in the vast theatre of the cosmos. Pontianak. Now, moving southward, the spirit of Pontianak, or Kuntilanak, emerges from the mist of grief and revenge in the humid, shadowy countries of Malaysia and Indonesia. This haunting figure is the restless ghost of a woman who met a tragic fate during childbirth, a loss so severe that her spirit is destined to wander forever, seeking justice, or perhaps revenge, on those who once wronged her. Covered in the gloom of death, and with long, messy hair falling down her back, Pontianak's presence is signaled by creepy omens. Believers have reported the sad cry of an infant in the wee hours of the night, a mysterious chill in the air, or a sweet yet putrid scent, similar to decaying flowers. In many local traditions, Pontianak is depicted as a vampiric seductress, a beauty whose allure masks a terrifying motive. In these traditions, men are particularly warned, since her ghostly appearance is believed to appear in a disguise that draws unsuspecting individuals into danger. However, this myth is not solely a ghost story intended to strike fear, it also carries layers of social commentary. The fable echoes themes of injustice, loss, and the unresolved sorrow of a life cut short. Pontianak, with her blend of elegance and horror, embodies the idea that even in death, the scars of oppression and sorrow are not easily mended. Apsara. Now let's turn to the quiet but enchanting realm of Cambodian mythology, where the Apsara reside. In Khmer tradition, these celestial nymphs are celebrated not for terror, but for their grace and beauty. Often immortalized in the ornate carvings that adorn temple walls, Apsara seem to float between worlds, a gentle, mischievous presence that hints at hidden facets of wisdom and nature's tender balance. Additionally, unlike many of their ferocious counterparts, the Apsara exist in a realm of aesthetic allure and subtle enchantment. They are, in many respects, the artistic soul of the supernatural, representing not wrath or vengeance, but the brief moments of joy and wonder that dot our harsh realities. Their playful nature and delicate form serve as a gentle reminder that magic need not always be steeped in terror. Sometimes it is the spark of mischief and the glimmer of beauty in a sunlit glade that speaks most profoundly to the human spirit. So despite their fairly harmless presence, Apsara enriches the fabric of Asian supernatural lore by offering a counterpoint to the fearsome, the vengeful, and the wrathful, affirming that the spectrum of myth embraces every shade of emotion, from the sublime to the sinister. Together, these Asian supernatural myths form a confluence of narratives that merge the heavenly with the infernal, the caring with the destructive, and the gentle with the fearsome. Each supernatural myth, in its own distinctive flavor, enriches our understanding of the societies that birthed it. Whether it is the heroic cry of Garuda soaring overhead, or the silent, sorrowful wanderings of Yuki-onna as the driven snow, these legends invite us to contemplate the mystery and majesty of life. They serve as timeless narratives that resonate across boundaries of time and geography, forging connections between individuals and cultures. They remind us that while the world may be divided by nations and languages, the search for meaning is a journey shared by all. In embracing these myths, we not only honor the cultural legacy of Asia, but also tap into a universal truth. The stories we tell are as much about who we are as they are about the mysterious forces that shape our world. And as the night deepens and new legends arise with each passing season, the echoes of these ancient tales continue to whisper their secrets, inviting us to listen, learn, and perhaps even find a piece of ourselves amid the shimmering darkness. Jiangshi. From the spectral mists of Chinese lore, another figure emerges, the Jiangshi. Commonly known as the hopping vampire, the Jiangshi is a reanimated corpse that feeds on the life force of the living. This scary creature is marked by its stiff, unmoving body and its creepy hopping walk. Its skin is a pale, greenish-white hue, which some believe may be caused by fungus or mold that grows on decaying flesh. Often depicted with long, messy hair, the Jiangshi can exhibit behavior similar to that of wild animals. It is said to be ferocious, endowed with great strength that enables it to attack humans using what is described as brute force and clumsy violence. In many legends, the Jiangshi is shown as capable of chasing its prey by running or even by flying, which adds to the fear and mystery surrounding this undead creature. In traditional rituals, people carefully stop it by using talismans or by turning it so that its head faces directly south, breaking its power and stopping it immediately. Garuda. Next we have Garuda, a majestic figure whose very essence bridges the earthly and the divine. In Hindu and Buddhist traditions, Garuda is not simply a bird-like creature. He is the divine vehicle, or Vahana, of Vishnu, and an emblem of hope, rebirth, and heavenly power. His deadly claws and beak remind us of the ancient conflicts between order and chaos, while his enormous wings, massive and strong, symbolize an unrestricted rise into the skies. Over time, depictions of Garuda have evolved to mirror the cultural diversity of the region. He is usually depicted in India as having a human appearance and exhibiting the qualities of courage and leadership. In contrast, Southeast Asian representations, particularly in Indonesia and Cambodia, with the latter referring to him as crude, retain his classic predatory traits, including a deadly beak and claws that showcase skills in battle. But Garuda's story is a tale of duality. On the one hand, he is a divine messenger, a being of light who delivers hope and extinguishes the darkness embodied by his eternal enemies. For example, the serpentine Naga. On the other hand, his mission as a destroyer of evil suggests a brutal nature that verges on savagery. Garuda's myth is a complex tapestry woven with threads of spiritual power, ethical conduct, and a strong determination to protect the cosmic order. So what are your thoughts about these Asian supernatural myths? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for watching Let Me Explain.